Hey, this is Blake Williams with Battle Tested. This is story time number 36, Choices. I think one of the most powerful things, one of the most amazing gifts that we have here on this earth that God gave us is the power to choose. We get to make choices that influence our lives and those around us. Every time I do an event, pretty much when I'm kind of starting out giving the intro about what the day and our time together is going to be about, I tell them that, hey, your school has provided an opportunity. I'm here to facilitate the opportunity, but it's up to each and every one of you, the student athletes, to take advantage of the opportunity. That's a choice, right? They get to choose whether or not they're going to be all in, that they're going to give great effort, that they're going to be focused, that they're going to show up and be a great teammate that day. A lot of things they choose, and they can choose whether or not they leave there feeling good about what they did, or are they going to leave with regrets because they perhaps chose poorly. But we have the power of choice. And I think when I was younger, I used to not be so happy about that because I made a lot of bad choices. I made a lot of poor choices. And as we grow, we probably experience that, right? When we're young, we're not as smart as we think we are. Not nearly as smart as we think we are. And so we make bad choices and we make decisions that have adverse effects on us, on those around us, on our families, what have you. But as we grow, hopefully we learn, right? We make mistakes, we fail perhaps because of the choices that we made that weren't good. And we learn from those things, we move forward and we make better choices going forward so that we can have good repercussions of our choices. But our life is just filled with choices. This morning I had my butt just kicked by my trainer, but it was my choice to show up first and foremost and agree to allow someone to push me to that very uncomfortable place that I wasn't perhaps willing to push myself. And even during the workout, as he's challenging me to do more reps or whatever it is, I still have the choice whether or not I wanted to do those, whether or not I wanted to allow him to push me. We grow up with choices about who we get to marry and what schools we go to. Sometimes at least that's our choice, especially at the college age. We have choices. Imagine if we didn't. Imagine if we didn't, how much different life would be. But we have that gift, that amazing ability to make choices that will affect our future. And the majority of the events that I do, I see the majority of students making good choices, at least in the few hours that I'm with them. They're making good choices. Now, I know they make poor choices other times, but I see the power that they have, the ability that they have to make good choices. They may not always have the right decision-making tools to make those good choices all the time, but they're trying. What about you and I, though? Are we always trying to make sure that we make the right choices for us? Because I can choose what I put into my body today, what I'm going to eat or not eat. I can choose how I react to the adversity that I'm going to face today. I can choose what I'm going to do with my time. Am I going to invest it wisely into myself or into important relationships and people to me? Or am I just going to kind of waste it, spend it as if it's nothing, playing Fortnite all day long, watching TV all day long, sitting around doing nothing of value? All choices that I get to make. We're all still learning, we're all still growing. We should all still be evaluating the choices that we make. How you doing at it? How am I doing at it? I know there's days where I still make plenty of poor choices, but I'm trying continually to make the right choices that are going to be advantageous to myself, to my family, to those that I serve. So that's my challenge for us this week. For you and I, just to focus on making the right choices that are going to benefit us, not that are going to be to our downfall. When we make mistakes, we learn from them so that hopefully we make better choices going forward. I hope you have a great week. Make great choices.